Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and with the sync grid system dropping, I think, yeah, it should be on both iOS and Android now. You know, iOS came a bit later than Android, but they should be all out now, so if you haven't seen it on iOS yet, just go update it in the Play Store. Or, I keep on saying Play Store, it's called the App Store. Go update it. If you don't see an update, just refresh the page and it should be there. So, today we're just gonna go over everything, basically everything about the sync grid. So the sync grid is something that you unlock while playing the game. I think it's somewhere around chapter 4 or something. You have to, you know, it's not hard to it's not hard to unlock, right? Let's see, it should be it's chapter 11. Okay. So, you know, it unlocks after completing the main story, chapter 11, Alola's Rising Stars, part 2. So it doesn't take too long to actually unlock. So once you do unlock it, you will get this sync grid thing in the team menu, and then you could choose which sync pair sync grid you want to increase. So every sync pair has a sync grid. So everyone has a sync grid. You open up Phoebe, she has a sync grid. Grant has a sync grid. Everyone has a sync grid. But there are only a select few that have expanded sync grids at the moment, and they will keep on expanding everyone's sync grid every month, right? So what they've said is that they'll expand sync grids. They'll expand around 4 sync grids per month. That's their plan at the moment. So at the moment, we only have 3 that have expanded sync grids, being Flint, Torkoal, and Pikachu. So expanded sync grids look like this, just like they have like much more stuff in the sync grid, right? So you got Torkoal, Flint, and Flannery, or Torkoal, Torkoal, Flannery, Flint, Infernape, and main character plus Pikachu, and then everyone else is just a small sync grid, which you could still do some stuff, right? It should give you like +5 on all the stats, right? Well, not all the stats. They give you like double for. I mean, it depends on what Pokemon you are. If you're like a purely physical Pokemon, they'll give you just double attack +5s. If you're special, you'll have double special attack +5s, and then everything else you got once for +5. Defense, special defense, speed, and HP, which is still nice to have, I guess, right? So to unlock these, you have to obtain these things called sync orbs. So these sync orbs are specific to each sync pair, right? You get them by just doing anything in game, honestly. The sync orb stages pop up at random, and once they do pop up, you can use you have to actually use your sync move to actually obtain them. So don't kill them too quick. At least use the sync move before you kill them, and then you'll get a sync orb. So whoever you use the sync move with, you'll get who's sync orb. So there's that. That's for single player, and also for multiplayer or co-op, you could use anyone to do a sync move, and you'll get co-op sync orbs. And these co-op sync orbs you can convert them to anyone's sync orbs, but do not do co-op to farm sync orbs. Co-op sync orbs, they drop 25 per round, but they only convert to like 2.5, right? So again, the conversion rate is 1 to 10. So 1 round from co-op, you could get 2.5 sync orbs, but for single player, you could get 5. So you get double if you do a single player, and also single player is much quicker, and co-op, and it's more it's more manageable. You can manage your sync move really easily for co-op. Sometimes you can't even get a sync move in. It really depends on your teammates, and also just if you're trying to farm co-op for sync orbs, don't do it with the players. Just do it with NPCs, because I see a lot of people just going into co-op and see if they don't have sync orbs. If that stage isn't dropping sync orbs, they'll just back out. That's really bad. Don't do that. That's very unethical, obviously. So after you get them, you could just click on or I guess tap on a grid, and then just okay, and then you spend the orbs, and there you go. So let's go to an expanded sync grid, and we'll talk about some more of that here. So if you see on the top left corner, there's a remaining energy thing. So it's kind of like EVs. There's like a maximum amount that you could spend. So you can't unlock everything. You have to pick and choose which ones you want to go go for. So the initial ones around the middle grid, or whatever this is, right? All these are free, right? You get these, well, they're not free. You have to still spend sync orbs on them, but they don't cost any energy, right? They don't cost any energy at all. They're all 0 energy, but everything else costs energy. So this one, Ember, power +4, that costs 3 energy. This one down here, pass it on, gives you basically Phoebe's best passive, costs you 10 energy. So once you use up to 60, then you're just done. You can't use any more. You can't get any more skills. You can't get any more stats. But you can reset it. You know, if you screwed up, you know, you can reset it, and then they'll give you your sync orbs back. It just costs some coins. So if you screw up, don't worry. It just costs you some coins. It's not even that many coins. It's like what? What? Really? It doesn't cost you anything. Am I tripping? Oh, coins will not be removed the first time you reset. Okay, cool. So the first time you reset, it doesn't even cost you coins. From what I've heard, it's not too many. You know what? Let's just do this for science. Let's reset it first time, and then we'll see how many coins it costs. You know, I have a lot of coins. I have a lot of coins to spend. So let's try that again. Also, they just give you the orbs back, so not a big deal. Okay, so it costs you 1,000 coins. That's extremely easy to get in this game. So yeah, if you screw up, don't worry. You could reset it. It barely costs you anything. You get the orbs back. All the energy is, you know, refunded back. So you know, again, in case you screw up, you're good. So all these skills, they actually cost quite a bit. So of the variety, so the blue ones are generally just stat boosts. Blue grids are generally stat boosts. The green ones are generally move power increases. It's not just power. Sometimes they increase power. Sometimes they increase accuracy. Like for Will-O-Wisp, I think, yeah, over here is Will-O-Wisp. You have accuracy +10, right? And then the yellow ones are new passives. They straight up just give you a new passive, right? A lot of them are really, really good. For, you know, for example, pass it on. That's basically Phoebe's passive. You could pass on half of your stats to your next sync pair once you die, which is insane. Remember, you know, Torkoal also has Impervious, and also they're going to remove the sync move, nullifying your stats thing anyways in the future. But at the moment, you know, it has Impervious, so your stats aren't going to be nulled after they sync move. So once you die, you pass on those stats to your next. It's just insane. Again, I made a video going over generally all this stuff. You can check that out on my channel as well, just for Flannery, Flint, and Pikachu. Yeah, the yellow ones are just new passives. A lot of them are really, really good. And then the red ones they're for your moves, but like they do stuff for your moves. For example, this one has, you know, once you learn this, for Will-O-Wisp has a moderate good chance of increasing the user's move gauge by 1 when you use it. There's some other ones like this MP refresh. So it has moderate good chance of restoring 1 MP of the move used if the move is successful. So MP is just the amount of times you could use a move, the usages, right? For example, X attack, you could only use it once, but once you learn this, you could have a decent chance of getting one of those usages back. So you could use it 3 times. That could get you up to special attack +6, right? That could max it out, which before it's only +4, right? Again, it's RNG, but you do have a chance for that. So yeah, that's what the red ones are. And then the blue/purple ones these just increase your sync move power, which I'm pretty sure, like, first, you know, so far all these are just +25, so again, you know, extra 50 power up. Again, you know, we only have 3 sync pairs that have expanded sync grids so far, so, you know, it's hard to say if they're all like this. So anyways, that's for all the expanded sync grid stuff. And again, you know, you could exchange these. You could choose whoever for the co-op boards, but I still would not recommend anyone to farm these from co-op stages. Again, it's just much harder to get them from co-op stages, much slower, and it could also potentially create some really toxic environments with people quitting and stuff. So again, we only have these 3 that are out for sync grids, or that have expanded sync grids. Everyone else has regular sync grids. So again, let's go back to Torkoal for a second. I accidentally quit out of that screen. So as you can see, there are some skills that have locks on them, and these can only be unlocked once you raise its sync move level. So for Torkoal and Flannery, the reason why mine is at level 1 out of 5 is because it's, you know, the dupes for free-to-play sync pairs, which Torkoal is, are quite limited in comparison to the ones that you could pull from banners. The ones that you can pull from banners, you know, they just come out, they come like crazy, especially 3 stars, right? Well, only 3 stars, not the other ones, but you know, they kind of limit your ways to obtaining them. So far, Pikachu is the only free-to-play sync pair that you could get their sync move up to max. Torkoal and Infernape, they just released an event where you could get 1 dupe of each, so that would raise your sync move level to level 2, right? And well, you can't get any more, but you'll have to wait for reruns of the event to get more copies. So in total, there's, I believe, 22 locked sync grids, or I don't know what to call these, each one of them. You know, the small grid things, the hexagons. Are these hexagons? What's the one with 6 sides? I don't know. I'll call it hexagons. It sounds like a hexagon. So yeah, there's 22, and the first time you use a dupe, it unlocks 12. The second time you use a dupe, and unlocks the last 10. So let's go ahead and exchange one in the shop for the co-op event stuff, and get some vouchers, and you could exchange these. So let's exchange one from Flannery. There we go. Sync move level 2, and we have Infernape sync move level 2 as well. So you only need 3 to fully unlock them, so it's not that big of a deal. So it's not extremely expensive. Not like you have to get it 5 out of 5 to actually, you know, get it to 100%. No, you only need 2 out of 5 to, or not 2 out of 5, 3 out of 5 to get it 100%. So it's not actually that bad. Which again, it's still sort of you know, pay to win in a sense. But at the moment it's not, because like none of these sync pairs are paid units. They're all free units, right? That have expanded sync grids. So there we go. We unlocked a bunch of them. Let's see. I think there should be around 10 remaining, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, never mind. I guess, you know, it varies depending on the sync pair then. Oh, actually, no. There's one over here. So there we go. Yeah, 10. Should be the same for Flint as well, now that we unlocked that on Flint. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So the first dupe unlocks 12. The second dupe unlocks the last 10. So again, only need 3. And also, if you guys want to check my Pikachu one, which Pikachu you could get fully unlocked. And this is a fully unlocked one. My Pikachu is at 3 out of 5, I believe, right? 3 out of 5. So there we go. That's Pikachu fully unlocked. Again, you can't get all of these. You only have 60 energy that you could use. The energy is over here, bottom right, or I guess top right of the description. And again, a lot of these are really, really good. Like Pikachu is extremely good right now. Infernape is top tier. Torkoal is really, really good as well. Like they used to be absolutely terrible. Torkoal used to be one of the worst sync pairs in the game. Same with Pikachu. Infernape was okay, but now Infernape is just insane. So again, sync grid really, really helpful, really, really useful. And again, we are getting price later, but you know, not here yet. So you have to wait on these. So let's go ahead and jump into a battle and see if we could get get some sync orbs to drop. Let's switch out this team, which is a fun team, but you know, not practical. I'm trying to get some Torkoal sync orbs, so we have to bring Torkoal in here, right? And we'll bring someone else to clear the stage. Okay, it's weak to ice. Let's go. Let's take Price out, I guess. Still the best ice striker in the game, unfortunately. I can't wait for prices to drop. Price is gonna be hopefully price is gonna be insane when price's expansion for the sync grid drops. All right, let's go in here with this squad and see what happens. Again, if you're trying to farm sync orbs, do it on solo. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, there we go. We got it on our first try. That's pretty nice. Doesn't happen that often. So since it's going to be a, it's going to be a drop. Again, it doesn't happen every single time. All the stages should have the same rates. Not, there's no one stage that has better rates than the others. Just go to the stages that, you clear really quick, or that gives you stuff that you want, right? All right, so again, there you go. You see that sync orb pop up. You have to use it on the sync pair that you want the orbs from. In my case, it's going to be Torkoal, and there we go. All right, so again, all my maneuvers over there was to make sure I don't kill the enemy before I sync move, right? And now we got our sync move in. Now we should just try to take him out, which is cool. I don't know why I just used that special attack. That's completely unnecessary. Oh, we still have one Blazing Hope he didn't use. Well, let's use that then. Obviously going to be helpful. And Icy Wind to finish this off. And there we go. We got our Sync Orb. Never mind. It's not dead yet. And now it's dead for the recoil from Brave Bird. Alright. Pretty cool if we get an Elite Four note as well. And there we go. We got the Sync Orb. Again, it's not 100% guaranteed to drop every time you do it. It seems to me about like 1 in 7 battles so far. Again, I don't have the exact rates. Hopefully we'll have the exact rates somehow in the near future. But I don't have the rates at the moment. You see, at the bottom, it doesn't show that. So, you know, it doesn't give you a Sync Orb. So you could, for a single player, again, it's super easy. You could just quit and come back. Again, don't do this in co-op. That's just being a terrible person. Or I guess a teammate. Don't do that in co-op. You could just do it fine in solo. You go and exit out. But yeah, that's basically how you get Sync Orbs. You get 5 per run in solo, and 2.5 per run in, well, it's not per run, per encounter, I guess, in co-op. So like single player is just on almost all accounts better than co-op. The only advantage co-op has over single player is that you can use those on anyone, but it doesn't matter because like it's really not that hard to do it. It's just much harder to do in co-op, right? Like if you're just doing co-op for like co-op stuff, and then you happen to come across a Sync Orb thing, then good for you. But otherwise, don't go don't go into co-op just to farm Sync Orbs. That's just not bad. Anyways, not good. Anyways, that's me for this one. Hopefully I covered everything for Sync Orbs. I tried to go over everything to the best of my ability. I think I did. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the Sync Orb system and all that stuff. And yeah, like and enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. And I'll see you guys in the next one.